Hey guys, it's Bodie with IPTVWire.com. In this video, I'm going to do a complete review and unboxing to give you my first thoughts on the brand new Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max 2nd generation. And right here is the most important feature I'm looking forward to get into is the 16 gigabits of internal storage. So as you'll see here, I recently got the package a couple days ago, and I'm going to unbox this here for you guys just to see what we all get. So obviously it comes with the remote. I'll give you my thoughts on the remote here in a second. We got the power cord, and then we have the actual Amazon Fire Stick itself. And I believe there should be batteries or an adapter in here somewhere. So here's the adapter. So it looks like we have the adapter, traditional Amazon packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox all of these things here, and I'm going to fast forward while I have everything unwrapped and then give you my first thoughts. All right, guys, so here's a quick look at what's all included in the box. You know, your standard stuff that you would typically get with any Amazon Fire Stick. So right here we have the new remote. It looks pretty typical. I did notice that there is a Peacock button. I don't remember seeing a Peacock TV button on previous remotes. We have a voice assistant up here, Netflix, Prime Video, and DirecTV. I do like how it comes with two AAA batteries as well, so you can get things up and running. And right away, what I notice about the new 2nd gen Fire TV Stick 4K Max is that it is thicker and bulkier in size. And I don't know if this has anything to do with the added 16 gigabits of internal storage. But that was my first thought when I saw this out of the box for the first time, is that it is bulkier in size compared to the previous Fire Stick 4K Max 1st generation. We have the adapter here as typical. We have the power cord, and then we have the USB power cord where it plugs in. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's just my first look, you know, when I unbox this right away. But now I want to take a dive into the actual device as I plug it in for the first time. All right, guys, so I just plugged in my brand new 2nd generation Fire TV Stick 4K Max, and now I'm going to walk you through the setup process. So the very first thing that you're going to do once you plug in your device is you're going to get a screen that looks like this. So it's asking you to hit the play button. Now, if you haven't already, you will need to input the two AAA batteries into your new remote in order for it to start working. So I'm going to hit the play button. And it's going to ask for your language. Click English or whatever language you prefer. And the first thing this is going to do is it's going to check for updates. So as it says, your Fire TV Stick 4K Max is turning off. So the device automatically checks for new updates once you first launch it. As you'll see here, it does say updating. So you're going to just have to give it a minute or two while your device is updating for the first time. So I'm going to skip ahead until this is finished for the next step. All right, and after the updates are complete, I got a successfully registered menu, and right away it has my Amazon account already pre-configured. So I'm going to click continue here once I'm on this screen, and it's going to ask for backups. If you had a previous Fire TV device that you want to back up, you can do that. I'm going to skip this in this example to start from fresh here. So click skip, and now it's going to prepare your remote for setup. All right, so it asks you to please make sure the volume is turned up and then continue. So I'm going to click next. And then it says with your Fire TV remote pointed at your TV, toggle the volume up and down. Let's see here. I'm going to toggle the volume up and down. And then if you do hear audio, say yes. So it's asking you to set up your remote to see if the audio works. And it says your Fire TV remote is now successfully set up. So I'm going to click OK. And now you'll see a screen that says optimizing. So it's optimizing your screen as this will be the first launch. All right, and then you're going to get these, prompt messages of Amazon trying to upsell you things, which is pretty typical. I'm going to click no thanks for kid-friendly content. And then for streaming services, I'm also going to click no thanks. And then it says your Fire TV Stick 4K Max is designed with kids and parents in mind. I'm not going to enable parental controls on my device. So then you're going to get a welcome to Fire TV welcome message where it just gives you some details and information. Click got it. And here we go. So now we're prompted onto this profile screen that looks exactly the same as the original Fire Stick Max and newer generations of the Amazon Fire Stick 4K. So I'm going to go ahead and click my icon here. And here we go, guys. So here is a first look at the brand new 2nd generation Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Looks extremely similar, almost identical to the previous version of the Fire Stick 4K Max and also the later versions of the Amazon Fire Stick 4K in general. You'll see here I do have, all the same icons as the other devices. So I have a live tab, my stuff, home. There's a free tab that Amazon continually updates, find, and then your profile tab that Amazon recently added in a recent system update. So guys, actually one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over the settings icon here and I'm going to scroll down and click applications. So they promote the 16 gigabits of internal storage. So the first thing I want to do is check that. And to do that, hover down and over manage installed applications. And you'll see here it says 12.86 gigabits available. Now you may think, well, why don't I get the full 16? And this is pretty typical even in other devices where you have 8 gigabits of internal storage. It's never going to show you the full amount as there are other things in the system that bog up some of that space. So regardless here, it does say we do have almost 12 gigabytes available, which is double the amount of storage that we were getting on the previous generation of Amazon Fire Sticks. And guys, this is always one of the biggest complaints is the lack of internal storage. So really good to see there. And guys, one thing I always do when I get a new device up and running too is to double check for updates. So if I click My Fire TV and I click About and then I scroll down, you'll see, as I just said, and it's funny timing here, as you'll see it says downloading update. So once you start a new device from scratch, there are going to be all sorts of system updates that you're going to want to get just to make sure that your device is up and running with the latest Fire OS software. So I'm going to give it a few seconds here while this is downloading the latest updates, and I'm going to skip ahead once this is complete. All right, guys, and finally, all of my updates are complete. As it says, last checked Friday, October 6, 2023. Your Fire TV is up to date. So now that that's taken care of, another common question that people will ask are about developer options. So let's see if the process is similar for enabling developer options. So if I hover over the settings icon and I scroll down, there still looks to be the exact same, options here. Applications, display sounds, network, notifications, etc., etc. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click My Fire TV. And then I'm going to click About. And it looks like it's the same process here. I'm going to click Fire TV Stick 4K Max approximately 7 times until I see this message. No need, you are already a developer. Once I see that message, I'm going to click the back button on my remote. And here I have an option for developer options. I'm going to go ahead and click that, click Install Unknown Apps, click OK. Now, I do not have any applications installed, but for instance, if you were to install the Downloader app, you would click Install Unknown Apps, and Downloader would be available to turn on after that. So it looks like the process for enabling developer options is the same on this brand new 2nd gen Fire TV Stick 4K Max. All right, guys, so the next thing that I want to take a look at is device speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install an application called Analytics Speed Test. So I'm going to hover over Find, click Search, and I'm going to type in Analytics, and here it is right here as I start to type it in. Analytics Speed Test. So click that if you're following along, and then give it a few seconds here, and I'm going to click Download. And then since this is the first application I've installed on this device, if you see this message, just click OK. And then Analytics Speed Test is installing in the background. All right, after Analytics has installed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the home button on my remote. And as you'll see, I'm glad I did this. One thing I want to call out here is the applications option is no longer here on this brand new Fire Stick. So before, if you held down the home button, you'd see an option here for applications to customize, but it looks like that's not available here as its ambient experience is now the option. So if I click into this, I'm going to see exactly what this does, as this looks like a brand new feature here. So yeah, it looks like a brand new interface on the Fire Stick 4K Max. So I'm glad I clicked into here as I've not seen this before. But anyways, guys, back to the speed test. I'm going to hit the home button on my remote. And if I scroll down over home, and you'll see under recently used apps, I do have Analytics Speed Test. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this here. And right away, as you'll see, it starts to ping my speeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare, what the speeds look like here versus, speeds that I've seen on previous generations of the Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Again, I am using the same internet connection that I've been using in my previous videos on my channel. So I'm curious to see what the speeds are going to look like for a brand new second generation Fire TV Stick 4K Max. And right off the bat here, I am extremely impressed. 430 megabits per second down and 100 megabits per second up. So just incredible speeds on a Wi-Fi network. And I am using a gigabit connection from Google Fiber as my home network. But either way, guys, incredible speeds on a Wi-Fi network. And if I use Ethernet, these speeds will probably be even better. And I'm going to do that in a future tutorial. But regardless, guys, the speed seems to be no problem here with this brand new Fire Stick. But other than that, guys, that's it. There's a million different things I can get into with the brand new second gen Fire TV Stick 4K Max. But I just wanted to make this, simple video and quick unboxing video to give you my first thoughts on this device. So the final note that I want to make is that, is this new device worth buying? That's the question you may be asking if you've made it this far in my video. And my response to that is, if you already have a previous version of the Fire Stick 4K Max and it's working great for you, I would not bother in buying this. However, if you do not have a newer version of the Amazon Fire Stick 4K and you have, let's say, a third generation, or you have an older device or an older Fire TV device that's struggling to work and it's slow, then I would suggest making this purchase. If the 16 gigabits of internal storage is important to you, that would be the highlighting feature of this brand new device, is the 16 gigabits of internal storage, as I'm very enthused to see that Amazon finally improved internal storage on this device. But other than that, guys, if you already have a quality newer Fire Stick 4K that's working, or a Cube or a Fire TV television, I wouldn't bother personally. And then also Android TV devices are great as well, like the Buzz TV. I'm going to have some new reviews coming for the Buzz TV devices here coming soon as well. But anyways, guys, that's it. That is a quick video of my first thoughts and a review of the brand new second generation Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Again, this is Bodie with IPTVWire.com. Appreciate you all watching this video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this new Fire Stick 4K Max. And guys, I look forward to creating more content like this in the near future.